piece of me, boy. Go, go, go. Yeah. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the StarCraft 2 Weekly News. Sorry about the little delay in there. I just got a new green screen finally. Hooked it up. Hopefully I hooked it up right. If not, it's going to look bad this week. Anyways, let's go on. There are so many tournaments in StarCraft 2 despite it just being the beta. Actually, an unrealistic amount of tournaments. It's going to take forever to go over them all, so let's get right into that. First off, the HDH Invitational, sponsored by HayprO. This tournament is great. It's hosted by Husky and HD StarCraft, two commentators on YouTube. And it has a huge prize pool for the beta. It has $1,500 for first place, $750 for second, and $200 added in recently for the third place match. Now let's take a look at those brackets. We have, first off, Orb vs. Hydra. I'm just going to go ahead and predict these as they come out. Obviously, Hydra going to crush Orb's face. Rhett vs. LZ Gamer. Rhett has not been showing any huge skill in StarCraft 2 yet, like we kind of thought he was going to. Has been pretty much inactive. In the meantime, LZ Gamer's Terran vs. Zerg is dangerous, as Hydra puts it. It is dangerous. So I'm going to give an edge there to LZ Gamer. Nazgul vs. In Control. I'm going to have to give it to Nazgul. He's been performing pretty well, despite his recent loss to Team EG in the Clan War. But it is PvP matchup, and I don't know, I just given him a little bit of an edge there. Noni vs. Moonglade. Now, Noni hasn't been too active yet, and I actually think Moonglade is a pretty good player. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Moonglade, just because of Noni's small inactivity layer. Layer, what? It's not a coat, it's activity. Alright, we have Jinro vs. White Raw, an easy win for White Raw. Day 9 vs. Tasteless. Oh, that is a fun match. I'm going to give it to Day 9. It seems like commentary-wise, Tasteless pulls out a bit ahead, but when it comes to the RTS games, Day 9 has normally had the upper hand. Then we have TLO versus Artosis. Well, I would be a loser if I didn't say that I'm going to win. So, turn your votes to me. Cathon Luck versus Kawaii Rice. Cathon has been doing great. I do think he's going to be able to take it home, despite Kawaii Rice being a very clever player. So, that is my predictions for the first round that's taking place this week, so make sure that you watch any VODs that come out for that. Next we have the HDH Cup SC2 Invitational. We just got to the finals, and the semis were HayprO against Nazgul and LuCifrOn versus DeMuSliM. Now, HayprO the Swede took down Nazgul 2-0, and it's great to see HayprO in such good shape. One of the top European StarCraft 1 players, really showing a lot of skill with Zerg in StarCraft 2. On the other side of the bracket, we had a couple War 3 guys going at it, LuCifrOn versus DeMuSliM, and LuCifrOn once again makes it to a tournament finals. I have to say I'm really impressed with him and DeMuSliM. DeMuSliM has been getting top 4-ish in every single tournament on Europe so far, pretty much. Meanwhile, LuCifrOn's been getting, pretty much top 2. So, really two great players on that side of the bracket as well. I can't wait to see the finals. HayprO against LuCifrOn. Will HayprO be able to hold off the 50 different attacks by every tech in the entire Terran arsenal that LuCifrOn seems to like to attack with? Who knows? We'll see. Stars War just occurred over in Shanghai, China. I myself represented on Team USA, and the results go like this. China won 4-3 over Korea, USA won 4-1 over Korea, and then China won 4-3 over USA. I have a big video, all the behind-the-scenes stuff, on scforall.com. Make sure you go check that out. About an hour and 15 minutes, really great video. And, I have to say it was a great event, a lot of skilled players there. I have to say, Hydra was definitely the MVP of the event. Some people would say it's ace, but, the Chinese players could hear the commentating going on. Makes a huge difference in RTS games. Think about it. They swipe people in the Pro League with metal detectors before going on. If you know even one bit of information that you shouldn't know in an RTS game, it can really turn the tides. So, while it was a great tournament, China they could hear what's going on. All right, the Razor Domination, a really exciting tournament held by Razor. It's got 250 euros for first, 100 euros for second, and 50 euros for third place. Group A and Group B are done. Group A, Nazgul wins with a 3-0. Stralick in second place with 2-1. Followed up by Rhett with 1-2 and Mondragon with 0-3. Mondragon, get to practicing, man. What is the deal here? Group B, DeMuSliM wins it with 2-1. DIMAGA ties it up with 2-1. And then we have Hasuobs and Jinro both at 1-2. Now, Group C is just barely started. HayprO's up 1-0 over WhiteRaw, who's at 0-1. Maro and Nogrim haven't played any games yet. Group D, we have Brad OK up with 2-0. TLO with 1-0. LuCifrOn with 0-1, kind of surprising there. And Cole, the boy wonder from Germany, sitting at 0-2. Looks like he's not going to make it out of this group. Well, that is a really great tournament. Again, only European server, unfortunately. It kind of sucks having all these tournaments split up so much. The ESL Go4 SC2 Cup. Saturdays always on the Europe server. A really great tournament run by ESL. Despite their website not being very user-friendly if you don't use it all the time. Anyways, we had TLO take out Z-Pucks in the final. Those two names just keep popping up all over the Europe server. Of course, TLO, one of the fan favorites, and Z-Pucks, a very good Protoss from StarCraft 1 from Templars of Twilight. Choosing Zerg in StarCraft 2 and doing really great. And in fact, on Sunday, he played in the Zotac Cup and won it over Bishu in the finals. So Z-Puck's really putting out a lot of strength. Sweden, a really strong country so far for StarCraft 2. You know, we've seen Z-Pucks, we've seen HayprO up at the top of all sorts of stuff. Moro made a little bit of noise early on, Nogrim as well. A very, very strong country. Even Jinro there too, so wow. Sweden back to its former glories of StarCraft 1 perhaps. Then we have the Kraft Cups, which take place on the weekends as well. The US Cup, Huck wins with a 3-1 score over Zeus. And the European one, another tournament win for DIMAGA. That guy's a machine. He wins it over Bonecracker, the Czech War 3 player, which we keep hearing a little bit more about here and there. Seen his replays up against good players constantly. DIMAGA wins at 3-2. ZVZ games all. Then we have, thank God, the GosuCoaching.com Cup. It's a Wednesday Cup on the US server. Finally, USA has a weekly tournament worth a decent prize, $100 each week. Definitely go to GosuCoaching.com and sign up for this tournament. It's great to finally have something on the US server for these really talented players. And in the finals, we had Sheth, aka Chosen, a very well-known StarCraft 1 Zerg, beat out Win, who is a Protoss guy who we've seen around, but don't really know a lot about him yet. So congratulations to Chosen. A lot of top players from the US server played in that, and it looks like it was a really great tournament. And I have to say, everyone go to GosuCoaching.com, check it out. In fact, GosuCoaching.com also doing a new series called the Showdown Series. Looks like it was inspired by Havad, aka RainCon. And he hosted a little match recently, a few days ago, Machine versus Huck, for $200 to the winner. And Machine ended up winning that 3-1 over Huck. Now, this new Showdown Series looks like it's going to be a regular thing on GosuCoaching.com. The first one is going to be a best of 9 for $150. Takes place on Saturday, and we are going to see the return of Asem. Wow, against WhiteRaw. And it's going to be a winner's stay at USA versus Europe Cup. And this is really awesome to see Asem back in action. He's been using random only for StarCraft 2. And if you don't know who Asem is, then, well, I guess you aren't super old school, because about 5 years ago he moved away from Korea, where he had been a pro gamer.